Today we are here at Windmill Coffee Roasters in Ames, Iowa, and we are going to learn how to make some cold brew in a French press.
So we got the French press because a lot of people have this at home.
Yes.
You can get like a home toddy system or something like that, and those are great. But cold brew, the best part about it is, I don't want to say it's idiot proof, but it's very, very close.
Yeah.
Simple to make, really kind of get your coffee and your water into something that can hold it, and then you need something to filter it, and so the French press works just perfect for that.
Nice.
So what I've been doing at home for cold brew is I have 170 grams of coffee. I'm gonna grind that very coarsely.
Okay.
Get that into the bottom of the French press. Trying to be clean. I'm gonna get it level in there. Just always when you're brewing, start with a level bed. It just makes applying the water a lot easier. So the one thing that I'm gonna do that's a little different than regular cold brew recipes is I'm gonna use a quarter of my water is gonna be hot. And what I find is by using hot water to bloom the coffee, I end up building a little bit more complexity, a little more sweetness, a little bit more acidity.
Okay.
Cold brew recipes are just cold water.
Yeah.
And that's great, and it's really low in acidity. It's great if you have stomach problems or if you're looking for just a really mellow cup. I got a really nice Colombian coffee that I'm gonna use for this, and so I really wanna taste the coffee a little bit more than just the process.
Yeah, so that's interesting.
So I'm gonna add 8 ounces. After I add these 8 ounces of hot water, I'm going to let the coffee bloom for 1 minute.
Okay.
And what we're doing is kind of letting the coffee open up. We're really trying to saturate the grounds. 8 ounces on top of 170 grams of coffee is not very much.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give it a nice stir and try to saturate all my grounds, get them all wet. And again, you know, this is kind of like, this is how I brew it at home. You know, it's not perfect. I'm sure there's other ways it could be done, but this is how I like it. This is gonna yield a concentrated coffee. So you could add any amount of water you wanted to this to get to a drinkable level.
Yeah.
I like to drink it straight up because I'm crazy, but I do put it over ice. And so my ice melts, it dilutes, I get to that concentration level. The other thing that's really fun, if you like to add milk or I was gonna say sweetener of some sort, vanilla syrup, whatever it is, you could just mix that concentrate with the milk and not have a watered down product, have something really nice and stout and delicious.
Nice.
So we've been at just about a minute. I'm gonna add 24 more ounces of cold water. After I get the 24 ounces of cold water in, I'm gonna give it a nice stir again. I'm gonna put my top on. And then the last step in the process is either writing a note, writing on the carafe itself, setting a timer. And I want this to steep between 18 and 24 hours. As I put my lid on, I'm gonna press it just below the surface to make sure any of the coffee, all the coffee is below the water line. So I let this sit on just on my counter at home. You could put it in your refrigerator and let it steep in there. Either way is about fine. After the product's done, you're gonna press it down just like you would with a normal French press, and then decant that into a secondary carafe or jug, something with a lid, and then get that in the refrigerator. The finished product you do want to keep refrigerated. While it's brewing, it doesn't really matter either way. So yeah, super simple, super easy, not much to it. 170 grams of coffee, 32 total ounces of water, 8 ounces of which I'm gonna do hot. Give it a nice stir, about a minute in, and put your top on and you're good to go.
Nice.
Cold brew at home.
There you go, guys. Cold brew in a French press. Go try it.